Hello, guys! Welcome back to English with Luna. Today, we're going to talk about something very useful: how to speak English at a restaurant. Have you ever gone to a restaurant and thought, what do I say? Or how do I order? Yeah, it happens to many people. Sometimes the waiter talks fast, or you forget the right words. Don't worry, today I'll help you with that. In this episode, I'll show you easy and common English phrases you can use when you go to a restaurant. It's not going to be like a class, just a friendly talk between us. So, imagine this. You walk into a nice restaurant, you're hungry. The waiter smiles and says, "Hi, how many people?" And you think, uh-oh, what do I say now? Don't worry, we'll learn step by step, nice and slow. Ready? Let's go eat some English together. So, let's imagine this. It's Saturday night, and I'm going to have dinner with my friend. We walk into the restaurant. It smells so good. The waiter comes to us and says, "Hi, how many people?" I smile and say, "Just 2, please." Then the waiter says, "Right this way," and we follow him to our table. Once we sit down, the waiter gives us the menus and says, "Can I get you something to drink?" I say, "Yes, I'd like some water, please." And my friend says, "I'll have a soda." Simple, right? You can also say, "Just water for me," or "A lemonade, please." These are all polite and natural ways to order a drink. Then, a few minutes later, the waiter comes back and says, "Are you ready to order?" And I say, "Yes, I am. I'll have the chicken sandwich, please." My friend says, "I'd like a burger and fries." It's really that easy. When you say, "I'll have," or "I'd like," you sound polite and confident, just like a native speaker. Now it's time to order. The waiter comes to our table with a smile and says, "Are you ready to order?" I look at the menu for a second and say, "Yes, I'll have the grilled chicken with vegetables, please." Simple, clear, and polite. My friend looks at the menu too and says, "I'd like the cheeseburger and fries." The waiter writes it down and asks, "Would you like something else?" And I say, "No, that's all for now, thank you." It's an easy phrase, but really useful. "That's all for now, thank you." It sounds natural and polite, just like a native speaker. Sometimes, if you want to ask for a suggestion, you can also say, "What do you recommend?" Or, "What's popular here?" If you're not sure about something on the menu, you can ask, "What's in this dish?" That's a nice way to find out what ingredients it has. The waiter nods, smiles, and says, "Great, I'll be right back with your food." Then we just relax, talk for a bit, and wait for the food to arrive. I like this moment. It's calm, it feels good, and when you know what to say, ordering in English becomes simple. You don't have to think too much, you just speak. After a few minutes, the food arrives. The waiter places the plates on the table and says, "Here you go, enjoy your meal." I smile and say, "Thank you, it looks great." The food really does look good, and it smells amazing. I take the first bite and say, "This is really good." That's one of the easiest ways to say you like your food, short and natural. If you want to sound a bit more expressive, you can say, "This tastes delicious," or "Wow, this is perfect." Sometimes you need something extra, so I raise my hand a little and say, "Excuse me, can I get some water, please?" Or if you want it to sound softer, "Could I have some more water, please?" You can use those same phrases for almost anything. "Can I get some napkins, please?" "Can I get some ketchup?" "Could I have another fork?" All simple, polite, and useful. After a few minutes, the waiter checks on us and says, "How's everything?" And I say, "Everything's great, thank you." That's a small but powerful phrase. It shows confidence, and it's what native speakers usually say. We keep eating, talking, laughing a little. The restaurant feels calm and the food is just right. Sometimes speaking English in small moments like this, at a restaurant, at a cafe, helps you feel more confident than studying from a book, because it's real. After we finish eating, we sit back for a moment. You know that feeling when you're full and happy? The waiter comes and asks, "Would you like anything else?" I smile and say, "No, thank you. Can we have the check, please?" That's the most natural way to ask for the bill in English. You can also say, "Can I get the check, please?" Both are perfect, short, polite, and clear. Then the waiter brings the bill, and I say, "Thank you very much." Sometimes I add, "Everything was great." It's a nice way to end the meal, friendly, simple, natural. The waiter smiles back and says, "Thank you. Have a great night." We leave the restaurant and I feel good, not just because of the food, but because it's nice to speak English in real life and feel understood. That's the best part. Luna tip. When you go to a restaurant, don't worry about sounding perfect. Even native speakers don't always say things the same way. What matters is that you're polite, calm, and clear. So instead of thinking too much, try this. Smile first, then speak. A smile in any language makes communication easier. And yes, even in English. And that's it for today's episode. We learned how to order food, talk to the waiter, and ask for the check, all in simple, natural English. If you liked this episode, don't forget to follow the podcast and share it with a friend who's also learning English. Remember, learning a language is like trying new food. The more you try, the better it gets. This is Luna, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, keep practicing, and remember, English sounds better when you smile.